So, what do you guys want to talk about?
Star Wars The Acolyte is done. Canceled. Finished.
So long, goodbye, adios, sayonara.
Now, this may come as a shock to some of you, but there are a few people out there who are not too happy about it.
A lot of people are pissed. A lot of people are really upset about this decision, and I think they are completely justified in feeling that way.
Yeah.
Of course you do.
I just don't get it. Like, if you sat down and watched The Acolyte all in one sitting from start to finish, how are you going to sit there and, first of all, tell me that you don't want more of that story? And second of all, sit there and tell me that that wasn't good.
Because most people either A, have a brain that works, or B, are not paid by Disney.
Who doesn't want to see more Plagueis? Who doesn't want to see more Chimera? Who doesn't want to see more Vanestra and see how she and Chimera had that falling out and ended with her lightsaber on his back, giving him this massive scar, turning him to the dark side? Who doesn't want to see that?
Well, I guess I'd have to say a very large majority of people, actually. It's okay, though. You don't have to get triggered.
Are we stupid? Have we lost our goddamn minds?
Can you imagine what would have happened if Marvel had decided not to proceed with Iron Man movies after Iron Man 2?
You're actually comparing The Acolyte to Iron Man.
Right, idiot, yes.
And I think you guys already know at this point that these Acolyte shills, they are a very sensitive, a very emotional group of mentally challenged people. So naturally, when The Acolyte gets canceled, these people need someone to blame for it. These people need desperately someone to lash out at.
At the very least, there needs to be some kind of formal statement from Lucasfilm explaining this decision and condemning the behavior of these fans who believe that they have won with their racism and homophobia.
So obviously, they're going to blame us.
The review bombing was pretty shitty. People who didn't even give the show a chance.
When The Acolyte was first announced as a female-run show with Leslie Headland at the helm, starring a black femme and a diverse cast of characters unlike we had seen in a Star Wars project before, the review bombers took to the internet before the show even had a chance to air.
We're getting insanely good Star Wars content, and we just have a portion of the fandom screaming and yelling about bullshit all the fucking time.
Even something like the piece of art that was Kenobi.
The piece of art that was Kenobi.
That, children, was the first time I sucked a dick for crack.
Everyone in the Gatekeepers so bullshitted and complained about, like, oh, why is Moses here? Like, oh, why are the Inquisitors here?
I hate the fact that the fandom menace are going to see this as a victory.
I know that there's going to be a lot of people on the internet that are going to be taking this as like their own sort of win.
There's going to be people who are going to be celebrating this news because even before the show got its first trailer, they were, vying for this show to fail because they don't like diversity.
This show brought out and finally just revealed to me that part of this fandom, and not just Star Wars fandom, just fandom in general, consists of some of the whiniest people I believe I have ever encountered in my life.
All right, this is kind of a long clip, so I gotta pause real quick, but smash that like button if you enjoy watching Disney shills cry.
But it was just genuinely surprising how whiny a large portion of this audience is.
Okay, so this guy is triggered because a majority of Star Wars fans don't like a TV show that he likes.
They had to complain about, oh my God, Candy Bundy's birthday's wrong. Oh my God, there's a gay witch. It's just so infuriating.
You are a sad, strange little man.
This guy literally just admitted that he is massively triggered, and yet in his mind, we are the whiners. Okay, got it.
There are a lot of people out there that are claiming this is some sort of a victory who, like you said, don't really have any power here, but they're going to take that credit, I mean, Kathleen Kennedy's getting up there. She's going to retire one of these days, and they're probably going to take credit for that too.
This guy, by the way, is a huge Kathleen Kennedy supporter and defends her regularly.
While there is enough here to make me become more cynical and a little bit more like, distant about it. I'm going to choose not to do that because that's not the kind of person that I like to be. And so
I love how fake news Kyle Katarn is trying to be calm, cool, and collected here right after he had a meltdown on Twitter, whining about being cyberbullied because people called him out for being a paid Disney shill. And who is he to call other people chuds and incels? This guy has been so desperate for a Star Wars girlfriend that he recently got catfished by a 36-year-old man. Catfish Katarn, ladies and gentlemen.
You probably have never been laid.
Because what Lucasfilm is doing with this decision is allowing the bigots to win, allowing the bigots to run with this and decide, even if that's not the original intention of canceling the show, that they have won, that they are correct, that Star Wars needs to be white and male, and it can't be anything else.
Please, please, sweetheart, show me one tweet, one video clip of someone actually saying that.
Can't do it, can you?
And a lot of, opinions being formed just off of, a few big YouTubers who are the typical kind of candidates for, rage bait, because that's how they make money.
Rage bait for money. Yeah, because all you Disney shills, you're not doing it for the money. You're not doing what you do in the hopes that Disney notices you and rewards you for it.
Your Star Wars Theory, your Nerdrotic, your Geeks and Gamers, all of the usual suspects who will rile up their audience.
At least they have an audience, Simon, and they're not a dead channel getting less than 1,000 views on their Acolyte video here like you are.
If you hate the show just because it was, Disney and you think it was woke trash, that's not valid because, you've not clearly taken the time to assess the show yourself with your own intelligence.
So Star Wars Theory, Geeks and Gamers, and Nerdrotic did not take the time to assess the show. No, I think it's more likely that you saw their thumbnails, got triggered, and didn't take the time to assess their videos, Simon.
And, try to lose some weight for God's sake.
Alright, that's all I got for now, guys. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe.